in a box. I adore everything you touch. Say, do you believe that we were meant to be? My body craves identity. Green mango peach, what a tease. Calling me like the rainbow. Oh, pretty please, take it easy. No one likes push and shove. Let go of control.
I want to do some talking today. Today's one of those days where I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and that's why I came out and I was reading outside, and I brought my camera with me just in case I wanted to record something, and if I was feeling something to record, I would have done it, and that's why it's here. I guess we could go for a little walk for this part of the talk because it's a beautiful evening. I just thought that this would warrant some conversations that I've been feeling about this channel, about my life, about reading in general and how that's affecting me and how life's been a little bit weird. So a few months ago, I got married, and that's honestly one of the best things that's ever happened to me. My wife's amazing. She's lovely. She's a great person to be with, and it's just, I feel extremely lucky. It's one of the few joys in my life that I truly, truly, truly cherish. Now, the wedding entailed that I sort of pick up my slack in certain areas, including how I was living my life and what I was doing. And it sort of shifted focus from a lot of different things to like one thing, which was that I had to become responsible. So that entailed on getting a job, and that's where things start to sort of fall through. Now, I love reading. It gives me utter joy to pick up a book that has been meticulously crafted and has been worked on for hours, days, weeks, even sometimes years by the writer to ensure that the quality that I'm getting is at its peak. Very few art forms truly, truly churn out that kind of work. The amount of work it takes to write a book, even a bad one, is immense. So I really, really look after that craft of writing and reading very dearly. Now, this is the first time in about 2 months that I've picked up my Kindle to read. I decided to come out here and do this video because, well, I was feeling extremely overwhelmed with work, and that's been sort of a constant narrative in my life. Let me read a few messages I exchanged with our dear Kazi Bhai. I wrote to Kazi Bhai and I said, motivation zero, inspiration zero, going through a real struggle with the emotional and mental health, but hopefully getting out of it a little by little, day by day. And Kazi Bhai was very nice enough to sort of guide me through what I'm feeling and why I'm feeling these things and how they're sort of adding up to a lot of different things that I may not be addressing. I am inherently a creative person. So when I'm not doing creative things, it's sort of burdening me. I felt that a few times before when I used to work other jobs that were sort of hindering what I wanted to do in life, which was to read, which was to write, which was to make these videos. The last time I made a video on this channel was months ago, and the burden of that was weighing heavy on me as well. The podcast that I do with my brother is something that I want to do regularly, and I miss it, and that weighs heavy on me. Writing, my newsletter, my poetry collections, my books. There's so much on my plate that nothing gets done while everything sits and gawks at me while I fail to finish it. So I thought I'd just come out here to the park, do some reading, and sort of talk freely about how I was feeling. And I feel like this seems organic to me. This seems very, very normal in a sense, because I feel like I've sort of created a connection with the internet people, with people that love books, that people that are aspiring to be writers, that can sort of feel that connection, feel that burden, feel that weight that I'm feeling, and can connect and sort of reach out. Now, I do understand that reading should not feel like a chore. I understand that. And because of the nature of my work and because of how much stress I was putting upon myself, it was feeling like a chore. It was feeling like something that I had to do in order to keep this going, which entailed me to keep that going. And that's not how I want to read. That's not how I want to consume my art. That's not how I want to consume my books. So I decided to put a pause to that. I didn't want to feel like that. I didn't want that to become the defining thing that keeps me reading. For a while, I couldn't pick up a book. Last time I read was on my trip to Houston when I was getting married, and then I hadn't picked up a book in a while. In the meantime, my wife finished 3 books. I was sort of comparing myself to my wife unfairly. So today, when I found out that I had a day off today, I just came out to the woods and started reading what I was reading 2 months ago, which was Conversation with Friends. I don't know if this is the best book to read to get back into reading, but I'm doing it. I'm around 32% finished with it. I guess this video was just a reminder to myself and a reminder to everyone else who's kind of struggling with reading that it's not supposed to feel like a burden. It's not supposed to feel like a chore. It's not supposed to feel like this is something you have to do if you don't want to do it. Again, and also this is a reminder to myself as well. I just wanted to thank everyone who keeps watching my videos, who keeps supporting me on the socials, who buys my books, who appreciates my poetry, who appreciates my writing. I'm sort of finding my footing back into the game. I really appreciate the support that I get voluntarily or involuntarily through these videos. So thank you very much for that. I'm very excited to get back into reading. This is one of those burning things in my heart, in my chest that I've felt bubbling for a really long time. So I just thought I'd come here, speak candidly about it. Yeah, get back into the groove of things, because I have a bunch of things planned for this channel, a bunch of videos that I want to do, a bunch of podcasts I want to start, a bunch of people I want to talk to, a bunch of books I want to read about so many different things. So anyways, this was quite a long rant about nothing, something, I don't know. Anyways, I appreciate everyone's help. I appreciate everyone's support. Thank you for sticking around. I'll see you in the next video. Nazar out.